Hey friends, welcome back to our urban homestead. We're going to be doing the Amish friendship cake. It's one of our family's favorite desserts. But first I wanted to show you what we're having for dinner. This is a chicken that I dispatched Friday. And a lot of people say that their chickens, when they dispatch them, are tough. I raise dual purpose chickens, so they're heritage breeds, so that way not only do I get eggs, but they're also good for eating. I don't just do the Cornish cross chickens. I've actually never done those. I raise dual purpose ones. So when you dispatch your chicken, like I said, people say that their chickens are tough, and what I suggest you do is put it on ice or in your refrigerator and let that rest for at least 2 days. That's gonna give the muscles a chance to tighten up, and it works for me every time. I've never had a tough bird. So there's just a little tip for you if you are considering dispatching your own chickens for supper. All right, guys, so let's get started. I'm gonna tell you what we got going on for ingredients. We got 3 eggs, 1 cup of Amish friendship bread starter. Normally I just measure out 1 cup, and then I just put it all into a big Ziploc bag, stick it in the freezer. That way I always have enough portions to either make new starter or make this recipe. And I do need to make more of this, so I'll do a video on that probably tomorrow. A cinnamon and sugar mixture, vanilla, 1/2 cup of milk, 1 cup of oil, 1/2 cup of sugar, no, 1 cup of sugar, 2 cups of flour, and instant vanilla pudding. I buy mine in bulk, but if you don't do that, it is 2 of the smaller boxes. So 6 ounces of vanilla instant pudding. And then in here I have 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. So it's super, super easy. All we do is, well, first we have to start with lining our pan. I make it in a bundt pan. You can make it in, I've done it in cupcake tins before. No paper. It does not turn out well if you do paper. Just spray it really well. And then we're gonna take some of this cinnamon and sugar mixture, dump it in there. My oven is at 325 degrees. And then I'm just kind of like tipping and patting this so that mixture coats the pan. And you want to make sure it gets like on this little lip too. It's okay to have excess of it left in your pan. It's just gonna make a beautiful crunchy topping. All right, we're gonna set the pan aside for now. I spilled it on the floor, so I'm stepping on cinnamon and sugar. So then all we literally do is just dump everything in. Mix it, put it in your oven. But this cake is so good. And I haven't made dessert in a while, so I figured I would make everyone's favorite dessert. So in goes our Amish starter, our 3 eggs, milk, oil, splash of vanilla. I don't know the real measurement. Y'all know I don't measure vanilla. Our flour. Our sugar. The instant pudding. And the cinnamon, salt, and baking powder. And then we just mix it up. How easy is that? Oh. You have to plug in your mixer though. Otherwise, you're not going to be getting very far. All right, let's give it a mix. And then I just like to scrape the sides and the bottom down. This really comes together very quickly. But I just like to take a spatula and get underneath there, make sure there's no loose flour. Give it one more little whirl. And now we're gonna fill our pan. This cake is unbelievably moist, and that is because of the instant vanilla pudding. I'm telling you what, it makes for such a moist cake. Got our pan. There's our oven. You can do this in 2 loaf pans. I personally really like it in the bundt pan. It looks beautiful in my cake tray, and it's nice to just it's super easy to just cut a piece. I also really like it in the muffin tins. And then I just kind of spread out the batter a little bit. You don't have to do that step, but I do. Then you're just gonna take the remainder of your cinnamon sugar mixture and sprinkle that on top. Yum! Pop this baby in the oven. 325 degrees for an hour. And then you're gonna let it cool in the pan until it loosens from the edges. If you are doing muffin or cupcake tins, I think it takes about 40 minutes. I would check it after 30. Everyone's oven is different. So I will show you what it looks like when it comes out, and try the recipe. It's so, so, so good. All right, so the cake is out. Look how beautiful that is. This is not burnt. I use really good cinnamon, so it gets a nice dark flavor. But I'm gonna cut into this so y'all can see. still a bit hot. It's so, dropping it all over. It's so moist and delicious. It's still pretty hot, so I'm not gonna put the lid on my stand just yet. But that's dessert tonight. The chicken is smelling wonderful. I'll post the recipe in the comments for those of you that may want it. If you enjoyed this recipe or video, give this video a like. And until next time, as always, friends, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.